Hey guys, Darkope here. Just a quick disclaimer, I lost the first half of the footage from my original save, where I had a BR and a rocket launcher. So the first couple minutes of this video is where I loaded up a new save on LASO, and I had an assault rifle with a mangler. If you can, try to keep your weapons from the previous mission, as this makes the first intro a lot easier. Now straight into the video. Opening up into this mission, you're faced with this elite. Just use your rocket launcher or grenades to immediately send him flying. I used plasmas to send him flying, because these were able to stick onto him. After a quick death, get up to the top of this platform and start just throwing grenades or your rockets at the enemies down below. There's only a couple jackals and grunts. Use the height advantage to at least block line of sight so you won't get shot by the grunts disruptors. You can see me use a large variety of grenades. I was just sorting out to see which one did a lot more force and damage to the grunts. And the only two grenades that seemed more likely to send enemies flying were the plasma grenades and the UNSC frag grenade. If you want an enemy stun lock, use the electric grenade, as this sets an infinite loop on their stagger effect, so they're constantly getting damaged by it and pretty much will die from the electric shock. Pretty much ignore this advice if you have the rocket launcher, as I said before. Just stay up on this spot where you can actually shoot rockets down below and just keep breaking line of sight just to guarantee you don't take any damage whatsoever. If you do, however, try to leave one grunt alive and immediately go down towards him, melee him, and then immediately hide behind a corner to avoid taking damage from the Phantom's main weapons, which drops 2 rocket brutes. Wait until that Phantom leaves before you engage the brutes. If you have time, however, use your rockets to try to destroy the Phantom, if you're very lucky. By doing so, you essentially avoid the rocket brutes. In the video, I managed to send one of the brutes flying, but I later discovered that he survived. The second one, I wanted his rocket launcher, so I used the electric grenades to essentially stagger him and kill him on the spot, guaranteeing me a rocket for myself. And with that, you essentially have a small little guide into how to get a rocket launcher in this mission. If you somehow dropped it or lost it on the warship, this is a way for you to at least have a rocket on this mission. After clearing all the enemies in this area, grapple up to the top of this pillar here and wait for the Phantom to come. Try to destroy it, as this will eliminate the jumping captain as well as a couple reinforcement grunts. In my session, I failed to do so, so essentially stay up on the top level here and clear the area of enemies. Just a quick side note, try to be careful when you're sending enemies flying, as their AI is still active and will actually shoot at you. So if it does happen and the enemy survives, just get into cover and avoid line of sight until they completely crater. You can see an example of this as I grapple down towards the pillar. The jumping brute, I see him and immediately shoot at him, but his AI, like I said before, is active and shy to shoot at me. Luckily he had the white shot on, so I was able to dodge the shot. Again, just be careful with the sending enemies flying, as you don't know what's going to happen. You could then see the surviving rocket brute from the first area just popping around that corner. Like I've said before, keep breaking line of sight to guarantee that brute won't get a shot off. Clear out all the enemies in this area by using the rocket launcher to send them flying. You can actually see how many shots it does take for me to actually kill the brute in this area. It's just a little bit unfortunate that I don't get enough direct shots on him. After clearing out all the enemies in this area, make your way towards the light bridge. Continuing along the mission here, you'll find a group of jackals and grunts to your left. Shoot your rockets to hit the column on this side to kill the grunts and jackals. This will leave you then 2 jackals and 2 grunts. Clear out this area and make sure you have full shields to guarantee a following checkpoint. The next area is really simple, just a couple grunts and a few rocket brutes. Just use the same strategy as before and send the enemies flying towards their death. Off the forerunner platform, be careful on your right and the top left, as the jackal will spawn and the grunts will keep shooting from the right hand side. Clear them out as you keep progressing the mission. You can essentially skip this fight forward towards the elites in the main room. In this area, try to clear out all the enemies here before you engage the elites in the back corner. Try to get lucky with the craters in your rocket if possible. If you're unable to, however, try to separate the elites from one another and kill them off slowly. Try to kill them quickly as soon as you destroy their shields, as they will turn invisible and start charging at you with an energy sword. You're able to see the outline of the elite from his camo. Just keep shooting a rocket a couple steps in front of him to guarantee a kill. Fast forward in a clip here, you'll come across this massive room where you'll face a bunch of grunts and jackals. Slowly take out all the grunts and jackals before you focus on the elites at the back room. Keep using the low wall that's in front of this doorway as cover. Just keep breaking your line of sight, peeking out over and over again, and just kill all the enemies, launching them off the edge of the map. Just a quick cut forward. After clearing out all the enemies in this room, go towards the right hand side of the room and start heading towards the massive door. Wait behind this corner here and start chucking grenades and rockets to make the elites go to the left hand side. When there's an opening, quickly make your way through those doors and grapple all the way to the next doorway. If you do this quickly enough, the elites will start to lose interest in you and you'll be able to keep progressing the mission like normal. Just another quick jump up ahead. There's going to be a couple of grunts and jackals that you need to deal with in these rooms. They're just very easy, small rooms. Just use your rocket launcher. You're pretty much able to kill them. Remember to always keep your shields up to guarantee checkpoints to occur in the next massive room. You'll come across a massive room. Just deal with it as you see fit. I recommend just using rocket launchers, grenades, and whatnot, just to clear the grunts and jackals that are around the corners. When the weapon starts raising the platform, the enemies will spawn from the left and right hand sides. If you're able to, try clearing out one of them with your rockets just to make it a little bit faster in clearing out all the enemies here. Just slowly make your way through this area and you should be fine. There are just a couple of brutes near the end of this first platform area. Just use your rocket launcher and you should just kill them. Try to target the ranged one first before you kill the rocket launcher one, as this will make it a little bit easier to keep your shields to full. After dealing with the grunts that come up on the first platform, there's going to be a plasma turret near the end of the hallway guarded by a brute. If possible, use your rocket launcher to direct impact the plasma turret to destroy it. This will make it a lot easier to just keep moving forward. Keep on dealing with all the grunts in this area first before you move on to the brute. If you're able to kill the brute first, that's great. That gives you more time to guarantee at least leaving one enemy alive to recharge your shields before moving on to the next area. Keep using the left and right hand sides of the room to at least launch these enemies off, as these don't have any railings. Use the explosion from the rocket launchers to guarantee them falling off the edge. After going through these doors, you'll see a skewer brute at the very end of the room. Go towards the left hand side, immediately hug the cover and use your BR to pretty much headshot him. This is very safe and guarantees you to kill him. Skipping forward to the next big room, you'll find that there's a bunch of grunts and jackals all around, as well as the first jackal snipers in this level. Pretty much just go around the room slowly, keep avoiding the jackal snipers. Use your BR to kill the jackal snipers from a distance, as this is a lot safer. These jackal snipers can easily kill you in 2 to 3 shots, so make sure you headshot them immediately if you see them. I'll just let this part play out fully just to see what pathing I took to actually kill all the enemies safely. You can see me use the advantage of the corners just to peek around so my shields wouldn't go down, and at any point when I did lose my shields or took enough damage, I immediately went to one of the grunts that are on the ground and just started mailing him to death just to guarantee my shields to recharge. In the next room, essentially where you fight Tremonius, try to avoid exploding all the fusion cores around the room, as this is actually helpful in taking out Tremonius a lot quicker and easier. In this room there's only a couple jackals and grunts that still remain. Just clear it out and make sure your shields are full so you have a checkpoint in the fight for Tremonius. Upon entering the boss fight, immediately go to your right and engage the jackals on the elevator. Quickly kill them so you have one less problem to deal with. This fight can be a little bit difficult, as with the rocket launcher you essentially send this guy flying, but he doesn't crater at all, no matter what you do. Just keep shooting him until you destroy his shields. When his shields are down, you're able to at least do enough damage to kill him instantly. Like you see in the video, you can see me just shooting him with my rockets, but he just keeps flying up in the air. I'm trying to constantly hit him so he doesn't get any shields back. Keeping him in the air like this at least guarantees that he doesn't fire back at you and kill you with his Hydra. Try to get familiar when he does his ground pound and lead him into one of the directions of the fusion coils. Use your rocket launcher to detonate the fusion coils, as these will speed up the process in destroying his shield and lowering his health. Again, just keep breaking line of sight from him by using these pillars and boxes that are around the map, and keep listening out for any grenade throws that he uses or any jetpack jumps he does. Try to at least be aware of where he is at all times so you can keep doing damage to him. With that one lucky shot he was sent to one of the fusion coils there, and I immediately killed him with it. Congratulations, you beat Mission 2 on LASO. I hope you guys enjoyed this small little guide for defeating Tremonius and Mission 2 on LASO. If you guys did, make sure you like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below to let me know about your LASO experience. Stay tuned for Mission 3, which will be exactly the same time tomorrow, where I show you how to get the Scorpion gun and essentially make the following missions a little bit easier on yourself. And without further ado, I hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.